So I've just finished up a little perch and zander session. I was fishing light on the canal, did all right, but the fishing went quiet and I really want to get after some pike. I've bought the heavy kit, nice big lures, let's get fishing. I don't think we're going to need to fish too slowly, and hopefully we won't need to fish for too long before we start seeing fish. I am also hoping that we find the fish in the margins. So we really are on a venue like this, and for pike fishing we're looking for features, so that means that we're going to be covering those areas of weed, areas of reeds and lily pads, any undercuts, anything like that. We should, in theory, be able to get away with a relatively shallow retrieve, and the fish should, in theory, on a day like today, come up and hit it. I'm hoping we get just a little bit more sun coming up, because I think the fish are going to be hitting the silhouettes today. Only got a few big lures today. Fox Rage Pro Shad, Pro Grub in 16 centimeter being the smallest that we've got. It's not a big lure, I consider it very much a lure that goes into my medium arsenal. Using a bait like this Fox Rage Pro Grub because they're relatively quick to fish with if you have them weighted. Right, I've got a 12 gram screw-in jig head, single treble. That weight allows me to get down quickly, to bring it up quicker, run it through the water at a reasonable pace without causing any issues with movement. So cast it where I want it, pause, retrieve at the depth so I want it. And that's it. Super simple with this setup. Margins are very much getting my attention. I don't think they necessarily need it, but if I can cast 3 or 4 feet out from them, slowly retrieve, hopefully at some point we'll come across a smallish jack that's hanging in the margins, that's feeling hungry. Doesn't take a lot, I only want that one fish. There he was. Come out when we had a bit of weed on, but the hook points were covered and he missed it. He might still be there. He was. Only a small one, so he's not going to be able to pull too hard. But let's not mess him around. Well, it's only a small fish, but it's a fish. Missed it on the first hit, but came back for it and just hammered it. I'm going to show you something in a second. Get him back. I'm just going to show you something. We got quite lucky. Exactly how he managed it. But he's completely shredded up that section of wire, literally as we got him in the net. Yeah, I guess learn a lesson from me. I mean, it's been a while since I've used that rigging in a while, and whilst I checked my trace on my main line, which was all fine, it's that titanium stuff, that's not going anywhere, I neglected to check the wire kind of rigging on this lure itself. And there must have been some damage to it because, you know, we almost lost that fish and we almost sent him away with a hook in him as well, which would have been terrible. Well, you're telling me happy, guys. You know, the one fish was all I really cared about getting pike fishing today. Anything from this point on is a bonus, even though it was only a small pike and there's plenty of bigger pike in here. That one fish is enough to make me happy. Still hoping we'll see some more, and I'm still expecting on this particular section that we'll start seeing them about 5 feet out from the water and be able to bring them up from around what is that's the first fish, and a miss again. He's on it and just not wanting it. It's not swimming right. I need to move away from the edge slightly. Slightly. Sort out that hook. Get that back in. And hope he's still there. Come on. Yeah, man. Don't think he's going to want it now. Tried everything. Then he just missed it. Every single cast. But, as I'm saying, about like 5 feet out, let's move away from where he is and we can run it past him again, if he's still there. Let's try again. I think he's lost calls, that fish. He missed the hook a couple of times and then I got a wrap around the hook. Far from ideal. Now I feel like I've got something on my line. But that fish has almost certainly been put off hitting this bait now. I could change over to something else, try our luck, but I like this bait. It's working for us. We've seen a couple of fish so far. There's a perch, loads of big perch. Definitely next time we'll be coming up this end for the perch fishing. And every time I come perch fishing at the minute, I feel I'm getting just a little bit better at it. My catch has become a little bit more consistent. Admittedly, today I decided not to stress too much fishing for bigger perch and just go and catch some fish. And actually, it was good fun. There was one big fish that unfortunately got away. Had a nice little zander. And I don't know, around about 10 little, 15 centimetre, 10 to 15 centimetre, they weren't all quite 15 centimetre fish. So a welcome change of pace to trying to catch one big perch to, actually catching quite a few small perch. I think we just need to take it a little bit further out. Oh, it's a fish then. Will he be back? Yes. Oh, I missed it again. That's my hook placement. A third time maybe. Oh, man. That's the nicest fish of the lot, I think, today. Not monstrous, but bigger. Felt the hook on those second ones, I think. Maybe he's still there, maybe we get lucky. But yeah, I think he felt the hook on that second hit. And I think we just have to give up on this guy. This is the FZ natural perch swim bait. Trickier bait to use just in terms of it works really well being like proper actively worked. So the swim on it is incredible. I'll show you now when you're reeling it in, just a straight retrieve gets you some absolute cracking, very, very natural swim action on it. But I've never managed to catch a pike on that sort of retrieve. Just for whatever reason, they do not go for it. Not at least in my experience. However, if I let this sucker sink down, and then once it's around about the depth I want, I just proper jerk it in, I still get some of that action. I get a bit of hang time, and I get a bit of flash of colour as well, and very natural colour as well on this lure. Did a whole video just trying to catch on it. Been a while since I'd used it. Couldn't remember how to use it. Took me most of the session to work it out. And as soon as I did, we just started catching fish left, right, and centre. I don't think there was a great deal landed in the end, but it was only a shortish session on the canal. Definitely warrant a slightly longer session on the river once things really pick up and we can start targeting just those absolutely massive feeding pike. Yes. Come on, fish, run, run. No, he's come off. He's come off. He didn't want to run. He just insisted on smashing his head backwards and forwards. And I'll tell you something I did on that retrieve. I changed it. I made the draws a little bit more aggressive. The taps a little bit more aggressive. So I'm keen to stop with this. We'd hooked into that fish well, and he just shook his head and made us drop him. Will he come back? I don't think so. Sometimes fish, even like that one, when they've had a good old feel of the hooks, won't stop them having another blast. Fish. Oh, we were in. Well, a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to have caught a few more fish today. We got hits from about 5 or 6. We only did manage to land one, but that's one fish on the bank, and that's the start to what is my pike fishing for this river season. Looking forward to some of the fishing in the future. See you next time.